Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody. These readings are good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you find them in your chart. They're good for whenever, wherever you find them. Energy is fluid. It's always moving. There is no real such thing as time, just like there's no up in space. So take what you need and leave the rest. And check out your other signs because there might be messages in there for you. Hi everybody. This reading is for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever you find it in your chart. Ancestor spirits, guys, what do our watchers, our viewers, the sign of Libra, anywhere, anyone else who's watching this now in the future needs to know from this reading? You guys, it's the blank rune. It's called Odin's rune. You can see the ring light in there. That's the ring light. That's not the rune. The rune is clear. It's like the unknown, right? The unknown. It's the God rune, the Odin rune. The universe might not want you to know because it might affect the outcome. The universe has a desired outcome for the thing, and it might be that your free will is a factor here, and it's always a factor. Maybe it's not just your free will, maybe it's someone else's, but what the universe is saying is that nothing is set in stone. You could take it that it's still up in the air, or you could take it that nothing is set in stone, which actually gives you more leeway, more rule, right? Whereas we're moving this King of Cups in the reverse. Barely shuffled this card coming out. King of Cups in reverse is, a water sign, masculine, adult energy. Take it how it resonates. It's an archetype, okay? Always take them as an archetype. The cards, period. And this person is, not good with their emotions. They could be taken over by their emotions. They can really let their emotions control them. They can really try to control you and other things and situations with the emotions involved, right? Yeah, this person isn't taking care of their stuff very well. What are you doing? Hi, Jax. This is a rare appearance by Sir Hydrox here. What are you doing? You coming up here? Yeah, he doesn't usually participate in the videos or the readings. So, hey, dude. Yeah, so you're getting a very special visit from a very special friend. Maybe more than just one. All right, guys, we're not doing that here. We're doing stuff. We gotta concentrate. Unexpected visitors, right? Oh, and as we say that, we get the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles popped out. Wow, this one's jumping out too, and it says Eight of Wands, and you get Two of Pentacles on the bottom. Listen, you might be trying to decide between two paths, or how to deal with the path that is presently in front of you, right? Which could include this King of Cups. In the reverse, it could be that kind of energy that you're feeling right now. Knight of Wands coming out. This is very fast movement. Fast movement, kind of brash, doesn't think of the consequences, doesn't think of the next thing, right? They just move very, very quickly, and it's very inspired and very passionate, and that's why it's moving so fast, so you could be, it's very youthful. It's like the guy who's here for a good time, but not for a long time, right? But you might be into that kind of, and it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be with anything, right? They come into your work environment and they do a little thing and then they're gone, right? They come into as a friendship, like come hang out, and they hang out all the time, and then all of a sudden they're gone, on to the next, But it feels like that this Knight of Pentacles, or this Knight of Wands energy is moving really, really fast until it meets up with maybe an unexpected visitor, maybe a partner of some kind, somebody who you can really touch base with, somebody that you can really feel on a soul level, identify with, right? That's coming up here, coming towards you, and it's like this whole new experience. That it's very solid Page of Pentacles energy. It's very slow moving. There's a lot to learn. You've got very curiosity happening here, and whatever facet or area of your life that this partnership is coming through, or this friendship love ship, whatever kind of ship is coming through here. It's like you go from like maybe speeding away from this previous environment or this toxic energy of the King of Cups in reverse, and you go quickly past it, like, okay, getting out of here. And you either meet up with or meet, or someone comes to meet you, take it however this, you get to the company of a soulmate energy, and then things start to slow down because you really want to take this in, learn as much as you can about it. Eight of Wands in the reverse is like a lack of communication, a lack of messages, and that might be to your benefit. Maybe you guys, it's like feeling like you're in a bubble with this other person, or maybe you're keeping it to yourself because you don't want things to be interrupted or interfered with. And again, the blank rune, like you can manifest this in any way that you would like. It's like, here is your salad bar. What are you going to put in your bowl? How are you going to stack it? What are you going to make it? What kind of dressing are you going to use? Are you going to have croutons? You know what I mean? Like, these things are available to you. How you choose to build them is up to you, and how others choose to participate is up to them too. And obviously, if they're the King of Cups in reverse, you're not interested in hanging out with that, right? But you're trying to maintain your balance in between there. Let's get a couple clarifiers. These are short readings. Ancestors, spirits, guides, can you tell us about this energy for Libras? What do they need to know, and what do they need to do for the best outcome? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Look, and then the King of Vessels is in the upright. I think if that was the kind of energy that you were looking for, that takes care of themselves, takes care of you, nurturing, loving, caring, this is the kind of energy you need to possess. And it's like steadfast, you go just occupying. I know that you're cardinal or cardinal air, and if it's still your birthday, it's still your season, happy birthday. But it's asking you to kind of embody maybe the more Taurus aspect of the Venus energy that you possess. Maybe more the sitting and harvesting and bringing in that abundance. There's a lot of abundance here, and it's accompanied on the bottom by this King of Cups energy, guys. And they're coming back again, these cats. All right, so what should they do for their greatest and highest good? What should they do for the best outcome in this situation? Page of Cups and Four of Vessels. Speak up. It could be that this person, it could be with this person. Don't come after me in the comments. I know that that's not for everyone, right? But there's this idea of like offering an apology, offering some help. There's like, it's a loving, sentimental message, right? It's a message, something coming across very small that maybe I am interested. Maybe they are interested. Maybe there isn't this like lack of emotional interest, like lack of care, right? There's definitely something or someone coming through messages. And it's interesting because you have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and then now you get the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. They're like childlike energy, right? Like, you want to go ride bikes, you want to go play outside, you want to go look at the clouds. Oh, I did a reading, Look at the Clouds, yesterday. I'll post that soon. So there's this idea of a loving message, kind of clearing up some of that apathy, right? And letting down those defenses. It's time to let down those defenses, which, if somebody's being emotionally manipulative or being incorrect, of course you put your defenses up. But if you move away from that space, and you're hanging out with someone who is a soulmate, somebody who is like-minded, a kindred spirit, it's okay to let your defenses down with that person, because that's going to actually bring you closer together, I think, for sure. Look, Revelation. Oh, I can have my defenses up with shitty people, but I can keep them down with good folks. Nice. Yeah, it's like this revelation of thought that you are the one who is in control of that button on your boundaries, right? Where you can rise them up or let them down, right? And you're sitting in your power. You're sitting in your beautiful grace here, being very abundant and very reliable. All right, this is already getting longer than I would like for it to. And there's there's a card in here, so we're going to read that one. Look, priorities. It's about having your priorities straight. Do you see that? Getting your priorities straight and lining them up, because the Queen of Pentacles definitely has her priorities straight. And that could be what you're learning so that you can keep balance, right? Ten of Cups was underneath that. Look, and fulfillment. I'll show you so you're not thinking I'm BSing you. 10 of Cups. Fulfillment is here for you. I think that after this situation, like whatever is happening in your life right now and how this resonates for you, the choices that you make, right, and the surprising things that happen, maybe these surprising little messages that come through or sentiments that come through, are going to bring you to a place of ultimate fulfillment. And then look, it says, what can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such as that every ounce of you screams, no more. Where can you create a purpose out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. See, and that's interesting because that card was out from yesterday's reading, somehow got put in the Ganesha deck, and we weren't even reading those cards for these readings, so you get a special bonus. Maybe it's from the universe for your birthday. You know, what can you do to make a difference? What can you do to make a difference? Now we're going to get a note from abundance, notes on abundance from the universe. Thank you, ancestors, spirits, guides. For Libras, it's, oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love those colors. Hey, baby. Okay, it says, if it was just about surviving, getting by, and keeping things the way they are, then how would you explain your wild imagination? If it was just about sacrifice, selflessness, and altruism, then how would you explain your burning desires? And if it was just about thinking, reflecting, and spiritual stuff, then how would you explain the physical world? Get the picture? Want it all? That's what it's there for. Vroom, vroom. The universe. It's all part and parcel of the thing. So let your imagination run wild. Yeah. Think about your desires, and know that it's all part of the process. It's all part of the all, right? So the choice is up to you. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe if this resonated with you, and checking out your other signs, because there might be more messages in there for you. And thank you for coming back and visiting us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.